Hey, what's going on, world? This is Eric Lawton from Bred Canines, the channel dedicated to the big bad dogs of the working type, the gladiators, the muscleheads, the monsters we all know and love. And today we are going to discuss one of my favorites, the Notorious Juan Gotty. Ooh, I've been waiting to do this one for a while. This is going to be dope. I could feel it in my jellies. Let's get to it. Tony Moore of Los Angeles, California is the founder of OG Gottiline Blood. Fun fact, his brother Gary Doc Moore started Blue Star Kennels, named after his favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys. He was stationed in Japan while serving in the U.S. Navy and was the first to introduce Gottiline dogs to Southeast Asia in the 90s. In 1998, Richard Barajas of Westside Kennels purchased the Notorious Juan Gotty as a puppy from Tony Moore for $1,300. This puppy was actually a line-bred dog. Let me explain what I mean by that. Gotty's father, or sire, was Gottiline's Raider 2, who was off of a stud named Chain Gang Barney and a bitch named Tony Showtime. Gotty's mother is Gottiline's Cali Love Bluegood, who is off of Raider 2, bred to a bitch named T's New Mercy. So basically, Raider was bred to his daughter to create the Notorious Juan Gotty. I'll make a video another time explaining inbreeding, line breeding, outcrossing, and so on. Unfortunately, Raider passed away when Gotty was only 7 weeks old. Imagine how dope it would have been if we seen them both stacked next to one another. Anyway, it's safe to say Richard pretty much hit the jackpot with this purchase. Gotty sired his first litter at only 7 months old, and when he was in his prime, his stud fee was $1,500 and he was making a killing. There's a lot of bully bloodlines of today that are crossed with Mastiff type and Bulldog type dogs, but according to most, the Notorious Juan Gotty was a purebred American Pitbull Terrier like the rest of the Gottiline dogs. Gotty eventually spawned what was called the Gottiline. If you notice in the title, they dropped the Y and added an I for whatever reason. They say a trained eye can spot the difference between a Razor's Edge Pitbull and a Gottiline Pitbull. I personally can't, but there is one thing that stands out in Gotty dogs, especially white ones. Some have what people describe as oil spotting or specking or freckles. They shouldn't assume that every white Gottiline dog has this, but I have noticed it on quite a few. I once had a dog named Debo who had a lot of Gotty in his pedigree. He was a red brindle that actually had what looked like red freckles on his underbelly and on his paws. These days, Gottiline has thicker, shorter, and heavier dogs that deviate from the original look. Not really my taste, but to each his own. In my personal opinion, dogs like Dax are way too exaggerated. I notice in that particular line they keep the Y in the Gottiline title. I'm not here to offend the guys who are into that style of dog, but I like a specimen with ability like the old school Gottiline and Razor's Edge Pit Bulls. The more athletic XLs and even some of the classic bullies of today look really dope in my opinion. The Gottiline is known worldwide and is one of the main foundations of the American bully breed, from XLs all the way to pockets. In fact, to my understanding, in the beginning, the ABKC would only register pit bulls who were Gottiline, Razor's Edge, or a combination of the two. According to some enthusiasts, the Notorious Juan Gotty produced over 1,300 dogs. Again, I'm only discussing the history of Gottiline up to a certain point because this channel is dedicated to working dogs. No offense to Ed Shepherd or anyone else who is into the extreme or pocket, it's just not for me. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here, but I thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I'm going to leave a link in the description for another one of my videos discussing the origins of the Razor's Edge line, as well as a free PDF packed with all the information and photos in this video. If you have any questions, comments, or if you know where I can find some of those old school working style Gotty dogs today, leave it in the comments. Once again, this is Eric Lawton from Bred Canines. Peace, love, and God bless you all.